Hi, welcome to another video. And in this video, it's going to be short. I just want to let people know and understand what's going on, not just to me, but to other people. And being a black person, it is very disheartening when I bring these concerns to other black people and they just dismiss it. So, as you guys know, you guys seen my previous videos. I've done tons of videos over the years. Had an internet talk show from like 2009 up until 2015 when all of my recordings were uh, deleted from uh, the website was called TalkShoe, and I used to get all these racist uh, comments in the chat, and then I start receiving racist phone calls. And over the years, I've received quite a bit. Usually threats, usually sometimes record playing of old racist songs like "Run Nigga Run," the ice cream song in its original context, "Nigga Want a Watermelon." And recently, which was Friday, I received another uh, message, which was very. I'll let you guys listen to it yourself. So this is from an unknown number. You guys can see here. Okay, this is from an unknown number. This was, I believe, this was Friday. The number's unknown. I'm going to play the message. You guys can hear. Okay, guys, excuse me. Okay, so that was the song that was playing on my voicemail. I didn't pick up my phone because again, it was an unknown number, And so, I wasn't surprised by the voicemail. Like I said, I've received many threats on my life, on my kids' lives, my children's lives, because again, they are trying to silence me from talking about these technologies that they've created, that they've used non-consensually on myself as well as others. And the NYPD, members of the NYPD are involved in this. Let me give you another example. I was able to save this from last, I believe, October. If I see the date here, last October. And this was around, this was in the morning at 1:35 a.m. and they left me multiple messages. And let me just play this for you guys. The image. Too much sex. All right, I want to expect that. This went on for about 2.5 minutes. Okay, then uh, follow that up. Again, this is that what I just played a voicemail. Then they followed up with this. It's, police siren, ambulance. And that went on for the entire length of the message. Then about a couple minutes later, for almost 4 minutes. Now this was at 1:56 a.m. in the morning. So there are times where they are calling my phone all through the night, keeping me awake. Okay, and I won't answer. I usually just end up uh, muting my phone. But here's another voice message. So you guys can see. Okay. So again, this is 4 minutes of police sirens. Okay, and again, I have to do these videos because no one wants to believe what I when I say these things, and which is really you know like I feel like pulling up my hair. You see, I don't have any, but the fact that we as black people, we don't believe these things happening to other black people, though we know the history, we see it happens to other people, right? Yet people remain silent, they say nothing, they ignore it. And a big part of that is because of the programming, right? A big part of it is because these technologies are being used to create a forgetfulness in your mind. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever heard the story about this woman. Her name was Joyce Vincent. She lived in London. This woman laid dead in her apartment for 3 years. 3 years. Okay. No one checked on this woman. The landlord didn't even, give her an eviction notice because she was missing how many years in rent. It wasn't until after 3 years they went to repossess her apartment and found her dead. Her family didn't check up on her. Her friends didn't check up on her. Okay, and so ask yourself, why is that? Why for 3 years this individual laid dead in her apartment? No one, no one check up on her. And let me just do a quick search for the story so you guys can see, because one of the things that they have conditioned us to do is to forget, short-term memory. Okay, and so let me see if I can find the article and I will explain to you guys. Okay, so let's go to this is from the Guardian. Okay, and this is in 2000, I believe, 14. Let me see when this article was written. Actually, I'm sorry, it's from 2011. Okay, so here is an article about Joyce Vincent. Okay, this woman lay dead in her apartment. So let me just read the first paragraph here. On January 25th, 2006, and again, this article was written in 2011, so that's to tell you how this it went, uh, not in the media, the mainstream, the mainstream media. Um, it didn't, we just had a few uh, um, media sources talking about this. So this was in 2006. On January 2006, on the 25th January 2006, official from a North London housing association repossessed a bedsit in Wood Green owing to rent arrears, made a grim discovery. Laying on the sofa was the skeleton of a 38-year-old woman who had been dead for almost 3 years. In the corner of the room, the television set was still on, turned to BBC One, and a small pile of unopened Christmas presents lay on the floor. Washing up was heaped in the kitchen sink, and a mountain of posts lay behind the front door. Food in the refrigerator was marked with 2003 expiry date. The dead woman's body was so badly decomposed it could only be identified by comparing dental records with an old holiday photograph of her smiling. Her real her name was revealed to be Joyce Carol Vincent. Now, why am I reading this? And I've done plenty of videos on this before, but I have to always go back and redo these videos because to keep it fresh in people's minds. That these technologies, when they test these technologies out, okay, they select people to do it, to test these technologies on. They become non-consensual human experimentation. This woman died for whatever reason, and for 3 years, no one, no one has even checked on this individual, on this woman, right? For 3 years. What happened to her friends, family, co-workers, the landlord, the electric company, right? And so we got to think deep and deep into these things. And there have been more cases like this in not just in the UK, but here in America, also in Australia, right? And for the majority of the cases, they were all women. Okay, so let's me go to this article, not this article, but this declassified uh, document. Okay, yeah, it's Kindle. Oh, one Kindle. One here, one the PDF. Okay, so let me resize. Oh, all right, I need to resize. Okay, and let me open this up. There we go. Just got to format this. Okay. Just trying to get this so it can fit into this box. All right. as I zoom in. Too much. All right, here we go. So, in this extract from a declassified document, which I showed you guys in the previous video, it talks about psychological weapons, right? It talks about how it's that it would be tempting to turn psychological weapons against one's own people and make millions of them forget about discontent with the system, and not just discontent with the system, but and forget about the system, but also erase a person from your memory, from your mind. Okay. And so from time to time, they will test these technology out to see how it affects uh, the people in society, the people in the neighborhood. Will they think about a certain individual who they grew up with, who they know, or will they just can they just completely erase them from people's mind? And they have shown that they are capable of using these technologies, these uh, psychological weapons, to basically erase someone's from everyone's mind, from another person's mind. Okay, so this is the reason why um, I brought up that sad story about Joyce Vincent. All right, and so I just want people to understand that these things are real and they exist, and showing you guys real example. You guys may not want to believe me, but trust me, I've been in this program for almost 20 years. I've studied for the past, I would say, 10 years. Been studying it, been doing a lot of research on it, and not just from my own experience, but from other people's experience as well. Okay, and so it's sad, but you know this is what is happening. This is what is going on, and we have to really be aware and understand that these technologies, they do exist, and they're being used on us, not just me and others like me, but the public, right? The citizens. Okay, so I just want to do a quick video just to again share what was happening and to expose certain things. So I will see you guys in the next video.